the first reading, Paul has nothing against marriage. The second coming is going to take place, so focus on going to take place soon, so focus on the afterlife. Don't worry about earthly things. But if you took the scripture study last spring, you would have known that, because we discussed Paul. But today we celebrate the feast of St. Peter Claver. He was born in Spain, joined the Jesuits, and was stationed in Bolivia. And he became the pastor to a great group of slaves. And he fell so enamored, fell in love with them that he became known as the slave to the slaves. And when he died, he was canonized because of his ministry to the slaves in Bolivia. To this day, the African American community really thinks highly of Peter Claver. In fact, when Black African Americans were not allowed to join the Knights of Columbus because they were black, they created their own society called the Society of St. Peter Claver in answer to the Knights of Columbus. Now thank God that has all changed, but you will see very few African Americans of the Knights of Columbus because of that. People who are much older will remember that. And what it did is that it gave the African Americans at the time a sense of belonging in the church. Even though they couldn't join the Knights of Columbus, they could have their own society and do the same work as the Knights of Columbus did. Now, I'm not deriding the Knights of Columbus, but that was the culture of the day. And fortunately, the Knights of Columbus have changed for the better, and it's still a great organization. But I think it goes to today's gospel. How do we treat our brothers and sisters? St. Luke is a takeoff on the Beatitudes that we see in Matthew 5. How do we treat each other? How do we treat our brothers and sisters? Do we treat everyone with respect? Do we bring up the lowly? Do we give alms to the poor? Do we treat each other with respect? And that's what the gospel challenges today, to treat each other with respect. The Knights of Columbus and the St. Peter Claver Knights are a wonderful organization. May they continue to do good work, but may we, as a society, realize that we are all brothers and sisters in the Lord, and we are treat each other with love, respect, as children of God.